Hey guys, Matt here, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing what's going on in the market as of May 22nd, which is today. The futures are down this morning about 0.5%, mainly due to China, as there is some trade tensions going on between China and Trump. Trump is wanting to back out of some earlier trade deals. He's a little bit upset with China right now, so that's causing investors to get a little bit wary. It's funny how this is what upsets investors, but not tens of thousands of people dying and millions of people losing their jobs. It's nice to know that the investors care about what's going on in China more than what's going on in the US. So that's kind of interesting to think about. Not only are the trade tensions the reason why the market's down this morning, it's also because of China not reporting their GDP. So if you didn't hear, China is withholding their GDP for 2020, or their GDP expectations. They're not cutting their GDP expectations, they're just not reporting them. And this is something that they haven't done in decades, which is a really bad sign. It shows that China really has much worse numbers than other people are expecting, or else why would they withhold their GDP numbers? So this is pretty bad news and is really one of the main reasons, along with the trade tensions, that the market is down this morning. Now let's talk about Ford real quick, because they may be facing a lawsuit from Michigan's Attorney General Dana Nessel. So this is kind of a weird situation. Yesterday, if you didn't know, Trump went and toured Ford's factory in Michigan, one of Ford's manufacturing plants in Michigan, and Dana Nessel, the Attorney General of Michigan, said beforehand that Trump better wear a mask or she might threaten legal action against Ford Motor Company. Those were her own words. But I guess Trump didn't take her seriously, because he wore a mask. He said he wore a mask for part of the tour, but then in the interview he wasn't wearing a mask. So I guess she was actually serious, because last night Trump tweeted out, "Attorney General of Michigan Dana Nessel is viciously threatening Ford Motor Company for the fact that I inspected a ventilator plant without a mask." So the fact that he tweeted this out actually is implying that she may have taken legal action against Ford, because he's saying she's viciously threatening Ford Motor Company. So she might be pressing legal action against Ford Motor Company. So I definitely would be wary if you are holding this stock or planning on buying it sometime in the future. Just keep that in mind, that they may be facing a lawsuit from Michigan's own Attorney General. So that's definitely some big news in terms of Ford Motor Company. And speaking of car companies, Nissan is also having a pretty tough time. It's reported that they're going to slash as many as 20,000 jobs worldwide, mostly in Europe and developing markets, but still 20,000 jobs is a lot. And this is mainly due to their sales slump and profit slump because of this virus. They haven't been selling as many cars, so they're gonna have to start laying people off. I mean, it's expected when your business is going slow. And this has honestly been the trend that I've seen so far with this coronavirus and the automotive industry, is that there isn't really too much of a demand for cars right now. People are prioritizing their purchases a lot more and focusing on what they really need, and cars just really aren't it. So definitely do be cautious if you are investing in automotive companies right now. Definitely be a little bit more careful with that. In other news, if you've ever rented a car maybe 10 years ago or before that, you may have heard of Hertz, the rental car company. Well, they're actually about to announce liquidation in the next few days. So this is something that's pretty sad, definitely, because I remember Hertz and how big they used to be, but with things like Uber and Lyft, they're not really needed anymore. But their stock has been in decline the last 10 years or so, and it's only worth a couple bucks right now. I really wouldn't recommend trying to make a play on this, because they are thinking about selling it to someone. So, that could definitely fluctuate the price of their stock quite a bit. So that's just a stock you want to ignore and stay away from. And so this next story I found kind of interesting. Netflix announced that it's going to start canceling inactive member subscriptions. So people who haven't used their Netflix account in over a year but are still subscribed to it, Netflix is going to reach out to those customers and cancel their subscription for them. This is kind of weird, because you would think that Netflix wouldn't want to cancel these subscriptions because it's just more money for them. But I guess they're trying to improve their brand loyalty from this and make it seem like they're a nice, good-hearted company. But the funny thing is that not a lot of people, I don't think, just have a Netflix subscription that they're subscribed to and that they haven't used in the past year. So that's why I think this is kind of funny. And just totally a PR stunt by Netflix, is because, there's not going to be hardly any people who have had a subscription to their service and haven't used their service in the past year. I mean, who doesn't use Netflix but has a subscription to it? I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah, so Netflix is just trying to get attention from this, so I thought that was kind of interesting that they announced that. Yeah, so that's really all the big news that's going on today as of May 22nd. Not too much going on today, although there is some concerns with China right now, which is the main reason why you see the market down in the futures, and it probably will be trading sideways or down today. Not that much movement, I don't think. It might go back up a little bit near the end of the day today, but we'll see about that. And remember, guys, the markets are closed Monday for Memorial Day, so Tuesday's going to be the next trading day. Tuesday, I'm going to make a video as well in the morning or sometime in the midday reporting on the news of the market. And I think that's how I'm going to format the rest of my videos. So if you are interested in seeing the news and what's going on in the market and staying up to date, definitely subscribe and definitely like this video if you did enjoy it. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you later.